a lot of responsibility. See what will happen in the future and choose to harness those powers and then, choose to alter the outcome for good. You can change things and make the future better and save people's lives or save people from devastation or catastrophe or pain.
I've been having visions. I think I'm seeing the future.
So guys, thank you for having me and welcome to Mexico for a second time. And Dakota, I would like to start with you. There's a quote in this film that says, "The power of your mind has infinite potential." How was it like for you to explore this side, not only of Madame Web, but in a personal level as well as an actress to connect with this character?
I love that line. I think it's so true. I think it's true for every human being on the planet. If you're encouraged to nurture and support your mind and really bet on yourself and try to evolve as a human being, I think it's such a wonderful supportive gift to be able to feel that.
Definitely, and everyone has to work on that every day. It never stops. And SJ, obviously this is a difficult character to portray on screen because her power is inside her head. So what was the key for you to make audience somehow see what she was going through in her mind? What was that key?
It was definitely the biggest challenge, and I think the most important thing that happened to me is I stopped thinking of it as clairvoyance, because that is something that I've not had. I don't have psychic powers, and I have intuition, so I understand that feeling of sort of potentially knowing the future or thinking you might know what's coming. But I think I started to think about it as memory and how we get memory, and the fact that memory often comes at us in a disjointed slipstream of images and sounds and not necessarily cohesive. And that if I applied that to clairvoyance, that actually it's in some ways like memory just before you've had the experience. So I looked at memory and started thinking about that and how you might draw from that and those images in that fragmented manner. So yeah, that's really the key to unlocking it was don't think of it as clairvoyance, think of it as memory.
This is weird, how we're all connected.
I have no idea what those girls are coming.
And Dakota, I have to ask you, because I was asking that myself when I watched the film, what are the pros and the cons of having this power?
For Cassie, it's probably a lot of responsibility to see what will happen in the future and choose to harness those powers and then, choose to alter the outcome for good. So I guess that's kind of the pro, is that you can change things and make the future better and save people's lives or save people from devastation or catastrophe or pain. But then it's also quite stressful.
Yeah, to live with that.
I know, Jesus.
I would drive myself crazy, I have to say.
I think, yeah.
And as my last question, I really wanted to ask you, because I love what you did with the female characters here. I love how great of a female group you are. It's always refreshing for people like me to see it. Does it empower you as well when you work with other women or you see this on screen? Is it empowering for you, or how does it change the way you see yourselves as women?
Oh, I mean, yeah, to get to work with Dakota every day was an amazing experience, and she put the trust in me, which was incredibly empowering. An actor of such depth and breadth that she has to trust me on a big movie like this, and that constant collaboration that we had, I just felt every day that I had a real life superhero next to me.
Oh my God,
so nice.
Thank you. I felt that way too.
I love it. Thank you guys so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
No, thank you. And thank you so
you.
much again for yesterday.
Anytime. I'm here.
All right,
Whenever you come,
we'll
I'm
do
going
that.
to be here. I'm
love
always
that.
happy to host anything you do.
You want to live. You have to trust me. Believe.